Here's your guide to all the weapons in Sea of Thieves. There are 6 main weapons to pick from. The sword is the most hated weapon, but it's also one of the most useful. The sword deals 25 damage per hit, and landing the first hit will allow you to chain a 3-hit combo for 75 damage total. You can also sword dash to deal 60 damage. This is a powerful attack, but it takes a second to charge up first. And it's risky if you miss because you're penalized with a movement cooldown. The sword also has many extra perks. It will stun an enemy, locking them into place when you land hits. The sword can also deal knockback to your enemy as well, if you hit them while they're mid-air or if you land a sword lunge hit. The sword also has the defensive ability to block, which can protect you from other sword users. But the greatest benefit of using a sword is definitely the movement abilities. While blocking, you're able to quickly hop in any direction.
Fuck, you too fast!
Oh, how am I so nimble? Oh, I'm bouncy. Block hopping even lets you phase directly through an enemy's hitbox in front of you. You can use this trick to get behind them and catch them off guard. You can also perform a super jump or a super sword dash. To do this, just hold block before sword dashing, and then jump the moment you begin to accelerate forward. This lets you jump the entire length of a sloop, and it will deal damage just like a normal sword dash. And the last movement ability of the sword is that it lets you skim across the water quickly when you sword dash into it. The sword is the most hated but also most complex weapon in Sea of Thieves. It's simultaneously a movement tool, a defensive tool, and a powerful weapon. I recommend always including it in your loadout if you're playing on console. The sword is great for close range combat, but it can also be useful on islands where there aren't ammo chests. It's nice to still have a weapon even if your gun runs out of ammo. The sword is the easiest of all the weapons for a noob to get kills with. But I should warn you, the sword pisses people off more than any other weapon. If you kill someone, prepare to receive angry messages. The Blunderbuss is the most used weapon because it's the only one capable of a one-shot kill. It fires a shotgun blast of 10 pellets, each dealing 10 damage. This means you literally need every pellet to hit your target to one-shot them. To achieve this, you'll need 2 things to happen. First, you'll need to be at point blank range, and the second is you must aim down sights, which tightens the spread of the shots. It's also important that you aim at the center of the enemy hitbox when you shoot. Sea of Thieves does not reward headshots, and the head's hitbox is actually too small to allow a one-shot kill. The Blunderbuss takes only 2.7 seconds to reload, making it easy to spam, but you are incredibly limited by your range. The Blunderbuss also has an extra perk of dealing knockback. Shooting a boarder while they try to climb up your ladder should launch them off your boat. The one-hit kill ability of the Blunderbuss is what makes it the favorite weapon of boarders because it rewards them for surprise attacks. The Blunderbuss is also a great counter to swords. The best way for you to counter someone using a Blunderbuss is to always keep running. This will make it very difficult for them to land all 10 pellets on you at once. Just run away and eat. In theory, longer range weapons should counter the Blunderbuss. However, in the close quarters of ship combat, sometimes the only way to counter a Blunderbuss is by using one yourself. The sniper is probably the most respected weapon in Sea of Thieves. Everyone loves going for long-range snipes on the enemy ship. This can be a great way to counter the enemy cannon while in naval combat. The quick aim-down sights time also means that you can quickscope people at short range. The sniper deals an impressive 70 damage, but the 3.1 second reload speed means that you probably won't get a second shot off before your opponent heals. The best way to play sniper is to use it in combination with another weapon. You'll need to finish off your enemy quickly once you have the health advantage. The flintlock is probably the least used of any weapon, but I think it's underrated. The pistol hits for 55 damage, meaning you need 2 shots to kill someone, but it has the shortest reload time at only 2.3 seconds. This means you can quickly spam shots at range to wear your enemy down. The fast aim down sights time and fast reload speed really make the pistol reward fast-paced gameplay, at least if you can hit your shots. The range is good enough that you can hit someone when fighting on any ship type. However, you'll want to use the sniper if you need the range to shoot someone on a different ship from your own. Using a pistol with a sword is considered the Chad loadout, and it feels the most piratey if you care about immersion. Sea of Thieves also introduced 2 new weapons. The first is another melee weapon, the knife. The knife offers you 3 options for attack moves. You have a quick jab for less damage, a heavy stab for more damage, or you can throw the knife to deal heavy damage at range. The knife basically trades the movement abilities of the sword for a better ranged attack, but both of these melee weapons are very strong options to choose from. Season 12 also introduces the double barrel pistol. It's like the flintlock, but it trades the damage and range of the flintlock for a faster rate of fire. It also gives you the option to charge and release both shots at once. Those are the 6 primary weapons currently in the game. Because you can hold 2 at once, it's important that you try out every different combination. They all require very different playstyles. And remember, don't think of your weapons as a primary and secondary like Call of Duty. Instead, think of your two weapons as an equal team. You have two primaries. Don't commit too much to only using one weapon, or the enemy will easily adapt to your playstyle and counter you. Use both weapons together to achieve the fastest time to kill across all ranges. The next weapons we should talk about are throwables. Blunderbombs are the most overpowered weapon in the whole game. Keep 5 of them on you at all times if you want something to pull out in an emergency. Blunderbombs will 2-hit kill your enemy. Even if you miss, they deal great splash damage and knockback. The second type of throwable is firebombs. These are more annoying for your enemy than deadly. These are great for griefing the enemy ship when you board. Fire in the lower decks will open holes if not put out. Unfortunately, using firebombs during combat will likely set you on fire along with your enemy, which is why I prefer to use blunderbombs. Season 12 also gave us the skeleton collar. This item is situationally useful for stalling and annoying your enemy, but you shouldn't expect it to win you fights. The next type of weapon is my favorite, powder kegs. These are weapons of mass destruction and a lot of fun to use to troll unsuspecting crews. The last 3 weapons are technically loot items. These are the Trident, Ashen Windskull, and Skull of Siren's Song. These all have limited ammo and a relatively slow time to kill. They're more useful for doing PvE than PvP, but it can still be fun to troll your enemies with them. The Trident can be charged to perform 3 sizes of attacks, doing 30, 60, or 90 damage. However, you can only do 30 charges of an attack total before it breaks. The Ashen Windskull is funny for lighting everything on fire, but you probably won't win a fight with it. The Skull of Siren's Song actually is quite deadly with a decent time to kill and a constant stream of damage. The only downside is that your movement is slow while holding it. And that's every weapon in Sea of Thieves. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe. I'm posting a new PvP guide every day. Thanks for watching.